But my challenge is that how do you take a grassroots thing like this across Africa? And by having more partners joining that. Thank you so much. President Obama, organizations like yours, if you show that it works and you're creating a model of success. Then it's more likely that it gets adopted in other places. People learn from seeing something succeed that people might not have believed before could happen. And if they see that a school for girls in Kibera, with all the poverty there, is successful, that means it can succeed anywhere. So we're very encouraged by the good work that you're doing. Now, we also have with us Lynette Momposi. Lynette is right there. Now, Lynette is a student and she's here from Pangani Girls Form 2. Lynette. MS. Momposi, thank you, Mr. President, for giving me this chance. Let me speak with you actually of a friend of mine. At the age of 12, this friend she dropped out of school and underwent genital mutilation. In my community, after undergoing such this, the inaudible said, she is ready for marriage. She was married to a man older than her, twice her age. And now at the age of 15, she has 3 children. She's not able to care for them, for their education. She milks the cows in the morning and sells the milk so that she can have something to give to her children. For me, I got an opportunity to be at a boarding school in Kakanya Center. I had all the chance to study and I had all the time. I learned to milk the cows for my mom and prepare my siblings to go back to school. But now I'm studying in Pangani Girls, and become the first girl in the center. And now I would like to be a cardiologist and study at Harvard University. President Obama, that sounds good. MS. Momposi, and also I would like to set an example to the girls in my community that a girl can really become a cardiologist. Thank you. President Obama, that's wonderful. Lynette, hold on. You were so inspiring. Give Lynette the mic back. Lynette, how old are you right now? MS. Momposi, I'm 16 years old. President Obama, you're 16 years old. And how did you come to be able to go to the boarding school? MS. Momposi, I was helped by Kakanya, the Kakanya Center. And that's how I go to study in Kakanya Center. And my dreams started working in that center where I had a chance to go to Maryhill, but I went to Pangani Girls. President Obama, so there was a center there, and by you coming into the center. Then you started having bigger dreams about what you might be able to do? MS. Momposi, okay, I never used to have big dreams like now. Before joining the center, I never knew what I was going to do because I never had any hope in life. President Obama, yes. So, Lynette, I'm sure you're going to be an excellent cardiologist. So we're very proud of you. But it just sends a message in terms of why civil society is so important. So many of our young people who have a lot of talent, but they just don't know what's possible. And sometimes the most important thing is just to show them that this is what could happen in your life if you work hard. And when they have a vision about what could happen, then suddenly they're motivated, the same way that Lynette is motivated. And she starts having bigger ambitions about what's possible. That's part of the reason why civil society organizations that create mentorship programs and programs for young people to interact in different professions and talk to people who have succeeded is so important. And in fact, in the United States I've set up something called My Brother's Keeper. Designed to target disadvantaged youth so that they are connected to mentorship. Programs very similar to some of the work that resulted in Lynette being inspired. In fact, we have young people who are mentors at the White House and we connect them with all of our senior staff. And I have dinner with them and give them advice. I don't know if they listen to the advice, but I think they do. Lynette, you're a very fine young woman. Congratulations. We're very proud of you. So one of the issues, obviously, that's been of concern lately in Kenya is terrorism. This is an area where I'm working extensively with the government. This is something that we're concerned about internationally. And obviously, given what happened in places like Westgate and Garissa, Kenya is a source of concern as well. But as I said in the press conference yesterday, one of the important lessons that we've learned is that you can't just fight terrorism through military and the police. You also have to change people's hearts and minds. And give them a sense that they're included in the society and enlist them in assisting in fighting against terrorism. And so I actually think that it's important to include civil society in the fight against terrorism. That's what we're doing in the United States. That's what we need to do here in Kenya as well. And so we've got a couple of organizations that are here that I want to call on just to talk about the kind of work they're doing and what they're finding on the ground in dealing with this very important issue. And I'm going to start with Hassan Ol Nado, who is with Subcom. He's the Deputy Secretary General, which is a very important title. But please, go ahead and describe for us what Subcom does. Is it regionally located? Is it national? Or is it more along the coast? Tell me about what it's doing. Mr. Ol Nado, thank you, Mr. President, for this opportunity and also for having time with civil society in Kenya. The Supreme Council of Kenya Muslims is an umbrella organization of Muslim organizations in the country. Particularly mosque and Muslim committees all over the country. And also, we now have community-based organizations that are working at the community level. But they found time to advocate and to be part of the Supreme Council of Kenya Muslims. We are here, and we have been doing this work for the last 2 years because we are a little bit late in the journey. But we realize that it's very important for the community to be engaged. We have worked before by developing a countering violent extremism advocacy chapter. That calls for community leaderships, calls for government engagement. And also brings other civil society organizations on board so that we can be able to deal with this issue. As you have already said, terrorism is not about military or the police or other things. It's more of community issues. So it has both security and social aspect of it. And I really thank you because of the White House Summit. Which I was privileged to attend with Hussein Khalid of Haki Africa. And after that particular meeting, when we came back to Kenya, we found an opportunity to engage with government. Because before that White House Summit, the engagement or relationship between civil society was a little bit lower. But thanks to that conference, that really opened up the government to engage with civil society. Through that meeting, actually, we have been able, as civil society, to engage government in the development of a national counter-violent extremism strategy. And I hope the government will inaudible the strategy very soon. We know a number of organizations who have been involved in this part of community projects. like Haki Africa and Muhuri are currently facing some problems. And I hope through your engagement with the government, you'd be able to raise concerns of these institutions. I know that the American government cannot engage organizations that have relationships with terrorist organizations. And that is one of the things that really think it is important to. Protect institutions or individuals who engaged in this particular work. At the moment, we are also working with the returnees in this country. We have young men and women who are somehow misadvised and found themselves in terrorist organizations. They found a way of getting back to their country, and there are not clear ways of engagement. I work with the government of Kenya because they gave amnesty to those who are willing to be given the amnesty. At the moment, we are really engaging them, and the government is also opening up because at the moment now, they are also creating what they call interagency coordination centers at the county level. Where all arms of government are talking together before they take actions against suspected terrorists. The Muslim community, the leadership are also now on board, and they are really working on the areas of counter-narrative, because there are two narratives here. There is the ideological narrative and there is the old narrative of marginalization and other aspects. We talk about perceptions in the narrative of marginalization. They are real issues that we are calling the government to address those issues.